Mendeecees screamed inside a damn DNA clinic. You trying to tell me that's not my baby? As a doctor stood motionless, seemingly caught hiding the Holy Grail. The whole incident was captured on camera, so let that sink in. A man who had previously stood on reality TV promising to protect his family at all costs was caught arguing with a doctor about, if that wasn't crazy enough. Let me ask you this. Why did the Mendeecees appear to have known the results before the envelope was even opened? Why did the doctor keep saying that it wasn't what you thought? Where in the hell is Yandy in all of this? According to numerous sources, this isn't the first time that this baby's paternity has been questioned, but it's the first time overall. There is real video of Mendeecees going completely crazy over a test that he says was rigged. Is Eric Mena telling the truth? Is this baby his? Or is this all just a twisted diversion from something even more sinister? You want the truth, and it's going to be worse than you could have ever imagined. Now, let's take a moment to step back and thoroughly examine this chaos because, believe me, this isn't just tabloid rumors. It's a full-fledged reality TV earthquake that could rock the hip-hop and love world to its foundation. Here's what we know. It all began when rumors began to circulate in Atlanta's shadiest VIP circles about Erica Mena, who revealed on Instagram, "Live that Mendeecees Harris, also known as Mr. Family, First, might be the father of her newborn child." No, she didn't mince words, she didn't hint, and she didn't even imply, sis. I'm not hiding anything else. If you want to know who my baby daddy is, ask Mendeecees. He's been aware of it, he's just afraid. From the other side of the internet, you could almost hear Yandy's phone fall to the ground. This is the same Mendeecees who the man who went on motivational speaker tours teaching young people about loyalty, redemption, and rebuilding spent years trying to clean up his image following a drug trafficking conviction. Now, he is being accused of playing a part-time father on the side while appearing to be the ideal husband on screen, after Erica's Instagram confession went viral. We are discussing hidden camera footage of men. The video is grainy, but it shows him pacing back and forth while clearly heatedly conversing with a man wearing a white coat. That man is a licensed paternity doctor. No, it wasn't a casual professional conversation. Mendeecees, don't play with me, do you? I'm just telling you, sir, that there's something wrong with the test sample, Mendeecees. Please fix it, or I'll tell the world about what you did. Excuse me, but what exactly did this doctor do, and why was Mendeecees threatening to expose him? If we're any other man, people might think it was a simple misunderstanding, but this is Mendeecees Harris, who has, let's not forget that this man was accused of cheating on Yandy several times while he was incarcerated, and each time she supported him like a faithful soldier. However, it now appears that the war may have been in vain. A whole history of secrets, sealed deals, and courtroom drama is following him like a shadow. Mendeecees allegedly refused to leave the premises after the doctor explained that there were irregularities in the DNA submission, suggesting that someone may have tampered with the test materials. But hold on, tampered by whom? For what reason? And more importantly, why is Mendeecees acting like he's the victim? The clinic informed us that the situation got so bad that security had to be called. Let's take a closer look at the situation where he is being accused of fathering a secret child. According to a clinic insider, Mendeecees initially refused to have the test performed. Instead, Erica Mena demanded that paternity be verified through the legal system and allegedly hired her own lawyer. To make sure that nothing strange could occur during the process, Mendeecees and Yandy were allegedly separated during one of their private off-camera breaks. Let that simmer while the cameras showed one version of a Black love success story behind the scenes. Mendeecees needed to face reality and stop lying to the public about their entanglement because, yes, it appears that this wasn't just a one-night stand. I knew Mendeecees was shady. Yandy had been holding that man down for nothing, and not Erica. Mena, of all people, was exposing this man Elam's foulness. She finally got her revenge. Imagine cheating on your ride or die. LLEJEDLY, creeping. Now, there may be a whole child linked to the secret. Twitter has already gone crazy. A second anonymous message arrived in our inbox, this time from someone claiming to be Mendeecees' family. They claimed that the footage only captured a small portion of the outburst. Apparently, after the camera stopped rolling, Mendeecees called Yandi straight from the clinic, pleading with her not to, he allegedly said. "She's trying to ruin me. Yan, don't fall for it. She got people on payroll at that clinic. They're setting me up. On payroll. We're currently dealing with bribery accusations and a full-blown setup. This has evolved from a messy paternity case into a high-stakes cover-up involving doctors, legal teams, and secret payoffs. And while this isn't the first time Erica Mena has used legal threats to incite controversy, let's not pretend that Mendeecees is without problems. He's been avoiding attention since season 3, and this time he may have walked right into the fire. So where does Yan Dandy stand in all of this? According to this insider, she has been caught completely off guard and no longer knows what is true. She has been observed recently removing old pictures of a couple from Instagram and even posting a mysterious story that read, "Loyalty don't live here no more." If that isn't a sign that things are going wrong behind the scenes, I don't know what is. But let's take a moment to reflect. Second, the argument wasn't the end of the footage. There's one more twist in that grainy clinic video that could change the entire situation. Yes. We're getting to it in part 2 because as Mendeecees storms out of the room, the doctor says something under his breath that completely alters the course of events. The clinic room collapsed as the door slammed behind Mendeecees. That's the third time he's tried to switch the sample. I should have reported the first time. Wait, the third time I tried to switch. What you're telling me is Mendeecees Harris has allegedly been showing up to the doctor. Said in a tense silence before leaning toward the camera operator and whispering, something so outrageous it practically demands a federal investigation. This isn't just love and hip-hop drama, this is a possible felony. Naturally, the internet detectives went to work. Within hours of the video leak, social media was ablaze, with receipts, old tweets, and blurry screenshots of DNA clinics attempting to falsify test results, avoid a paternity confirmation. Mendeecees reportedly visited another private clinic in Jersey City months ago. The post went viral with the caption, "My cousin works at this clinic." Mendeecees arrived sweating and asked if someone else could drop off the sample for him. Oh, you thought? It was him. The post was taken just 3 weeks after Erica gave birth. It couldn't get any worse, baby. We're just getting started. In a now-deleted TikTok, an ex-clinic receptionist came forward and claimed that a man had tried to offer us money to ensure that the test came back negative. To be clear, we haven't verified her identity, and this is clearly still alleged. However, Mendeecees may face severe repercussions if there is any truth to this, as altering legal DNA results is not only scandalous but also constitutes IS2's criminal interference with possible family court proceedings. The timing of all of this couldn't be worse, according to one of our sources close to Yandi's inner circle. Actually, they were planning a renewal ceremony for their 5th anniversary. A public event with press sponsors and a documentary crew. There were even rumors that Bravo was considering making it a special. That entire plan was canceled, and fans noticed that Yandi had vanished from the public eye. With no posts, no press, and no answers to public statements. Her comments section had become a battleground. "Zone girl, we supported you during your years in prison. He played you like this, don't stay." Yan Dandy should not drive a Porsche and act like this isn't real. We want the truth. If it is real, she must leave. However, while the public is demanding answers, Mendeecees is remaining silent, at least formally. According to sources, he has been. Making some contacted Mona Scott Young herself, pleading with her to steer the story and prevent Erica from appearing in the upcoming reunion episode. Yep, he is attempting to intimidate the franchise's executive producer, defend himself. One insider revealed that he called Mona late at night and claimed he was being set up to believe that Erica was desperate and attempting to destroy his marriage because he didn't leave Yandi for her. Mona informed him that she wasn't God and couldn't change reality. He hung up, stunned. What's Erica doing in all of this? Oh, she's enjoying the attention. The following day, Sis went live again, drinking wine, flaunting her baby, and slandering him directly. One thing about me is that I don't need a man to claim my DEFCON 1. Legal teams are now involved. According to legal gossip blogs, Erica's lawyer has filed a preliminary petition for child custody. Baby, I got the receipts. He knows I know. Now the world knows. The comments were ruthless. Erica got this man shook in 4K. You can hear that stress in Mendeecees' beard. Imagine trying to cheat the DNA gods and still getting exposed. My client has no interest in media clout. She simply wants what's right for her child and for the truth to be honored despite repeated aggressive efforts to suppress it, her lawyer said in a public statement. Support based on acknowledged paternity means she's acting as though Mendeecees is the father based on verbal admission, leaked footage, and a pattern of behavior as a result of the test tampering controversy. The court has the authority to designate an impartial medical examiner to supervise a new test in which both parties are present. This means that the days of exchanging swabs behind closed doors are over, and guess who could be called to testify, according to Video Insiders. The clinic has already received a formal inquiry from state medical boards. The doctor has defended himself after the video leaked, and the clinic has deleted all of its staff profiles online out of fear of criticism and harassment from the media. However, the damage has already been done, and people are calling for action. This doctor needs to speak up because we need transparency. If he allowed that man to threaten him and still conducted the test, he has compromised himself. Throw away the entire clinic. Now, there's a rumor. It's only a rumor, but we heard it from a VH1 source who says that if this mess worsens, the network might have to sever Mendeecees and Yandi's relationship to preserve the brand. 'Cause, let's face it, this isn't just a messy love triangle anymore. It's a multi-layered scandal involving fraud, abuse of power, and public deceit. As the world watches the leaked video, which is currently trending on Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and even Instagram Reels, another shocking revelation is made. A second woman has come forward, who is currently anonymous, and says that she was also romantically involved with Mendeecees during his trial separation from Yandi. We haven't verified this woman's identity or her relationship to Erica, but if it's true, it reveals an entirely new level of deceit and coercion. This woman claims she had a miscarriage soon after she told him she was pregnant. But what's even more disturbing is that she also received an enigmatic call from a blocked number urging her to keep quiet. Given what we've seen, it isn't just a scandal, it's a ticking time bomb. With court dates approaching, media pressure mounting, and the public demanding accountability, Mendeecees Harris may be running out of options. However, the final twist is that Mendeecees is calling these women someone working extra hours to keep Mendeecees' name clean, or is the start of a much larger fall from grace. There is one more piece of footage that hasn't been made public yet, but is allegedly being circulated to media outlets. According to a source, it depicts a backroom conversation between male DCs and a clinic employee and could support everything Erica has been saying all along. As a result, a second woman came forward. A mysterious call from a blocked number attempted to silence her. And there is allegedly new footage being circulated that could validate everything Erica has been saying for months. Let that sink in, because if that footage is released, it could ruin Mendeecees' reputation. What is in that footage, according to a reliable source? Due to a clinic-wide security update, all cameras were turned on, and one hallway camera reportedly captured the altercation. According to the media source, Mendeecees is heard offering money to the employee in this unreleased video, which depicts him in a heated backroom argument with a clinic employee. I'll be back with a real sample soon. I don't have to enter anything in the system just yet. What does that even mean? This clip is authentic. It might be interpreted as an attempt to bribe a healthcare worker. possibly even evidence tampering if a paternity case is still pending. Yes, this could easily push the case from, but that's not all, according to the same source who gave this clip a preview. There's a second voice in the video, a woman's voice, and she says something terrifying. He claimed he needed time to tell Yendi the news, so he begged me to wait before blocking me. The voice is purportedly that of the second woman, the one who miscarried, and she's now thinking about coming forward. And if she does, this story could become 3 times as big overnight, because if it turns out that Mendeecees allegedly had several women pregnant during his marriage to Mendeecees Smith, and he was actively attempting to hide it with bribery, manipulation, and phony DNA tests, then this isn't just cheating. It becomes a pattern of deceit that has been documented. Coercion. In addition, the court is keeping an eye on Erica's legal team as they prepare to file requests to subpoena any potential clinic security footage. This means Mendeecees may be asked to turn over his phone, provide location information, and answer direct questions regarding every clinic visit he has made in the past 12 months. An internal email obtained by a production assistant stated, "Till further notice, all Love and Hip Hop content featuring Mendeecees is to be reviewed and approved by legal before airing." Scenes are already unpleasant, and BH1 has apparently stopped any promotional material involving Mendeecees and Yandandi. Translation: they're getting ready for fallout, which could be huge. Meanwhile, Mendeecees Smith, who was once portrayed as loyal and composed, is said to have left the marital residence. A neighbor claims that she was spotted packing her belongings into an Uber SUV a few days after the video was leaked. There were no cameras or crew, just quiet, quick movement. And despite her silence on the internet, someone from her glamorous team dropped. Here's what Legal Insider's production staff and media reporters are whispering as they watch this story unfold. You don't have to express your pain when the silence speaks louder. We support women who defend themselves. The footage will most likely be released, if not through TMZ or The Shade, then through independent YouTube journalists who have allegedly been granted access. DCs will have to react or risk a PR catastrophe on the scale of a class action lawsuit if the second woman goes public. In this media environment, cancel culture is already in full swing. And if the court discovers evidence of manipulation, Mendeecees may be subject to more than just financial penalties, but criminal charges for interfering with a court case. And this is where things take a turn that no one anticipated. That clinic doctor from the first video that was leaked is now being investigated by a watchdog group filed an anonymous complaint with the board, arguing that the doctor ought to have reported the alleged tampering attempt right away, and broke protocol by even permitting Mendeecees to return to the building without legal oversight. As a result, the doctor, who may have been a witness, is now a possible accomplice. And Erica is reportedly in negotiations with several platforms to have her version of events turned into a documentary series available on Netflix, Hulu, and even Zeus. One of her most recent posts stated, "They tried to conceal my truth. I'll now spread the word about every falsehood, threat, and shady tactic they used." The internet would be rocked if Erica dropped a documentary series. Forget the reunion. We want the real tea. This goes beyond reality TV. It's about survival. Speaking of reality TV, Mona Scott Young, according to someone close to the production, the woman behind the entire Love and Hip Hop empire, has not spoken out in public. Either Mendeecees and Yandande are temporarily suspended, or the show faces lawsuits from boycotters and complete PR collapse because, let's face it, people are tired of cover-ups. This isn't reality TV anymore. We watched Yandande raise that man's children while he was incarcerated, and this is how he pays her back at this point. The truth. The entire story has revealed the dark side of a relationship that was once thought to be solid gold. A couple that withstood social media pressure and reality fame, only to have a DNA test and a few lies undo it. Now, however, the truth is surfacing, and here's the biggest twist yet. Mendeecees' own son, Lil Mendez posted a now-deleted story on Instagram with just 6 words. DNA never lies. Stay woke, y'all. That post ignited the internet, with many wondering if he was referring to the Erica baby or if he was taking a jab at his own father. But he hasn't explained, but the damage has already been done. The house of cards is swaying, the mask is breaking, and the whole vile, unfiltered truth is on the verge of blowing up in everyone's face. What will happen next? Will Mendez face charges for allegedly interfering with DNA testing? Will Yen Dandy finally come forward and confirm the rumors that they are splitting up? How long will Erica's documentary series last? If we've learned anything from this story, it's that the real drama starts when the cameras stop rolling. And there you have it. Men's DNA clinic drama, hush. Is there still one more twist lurking in the shadows? A final betrayal, a final leak, or a secret so damaging that it could bury this entire situation for good. A marriage and money offers are falling apart more quickly than his reality TV plot. But don't blink now, because this could just be the beginning. Consider how many more secrets are hidden in those clinic files. How many other women were given a little something extra to keep quiet. And how extensive the cover-up is, because if Mendeecees if Yandy's silence is calculated, what kind of bombshells is she hiding? We're talking about a man who once had the entire world cheering for his redemption. And now he has the internet wondering if any of it was ever real. Tell us, do you think the footage is real? Is Mendeecees just misinterpreting it? Or is this man the Netflix villain we didn't see coming? Share your theories in the comments section. Tell us who you think is responsible for this media meltdown, what you think will happen next, and who is actually in charge. Don't forget to like this video, because you already know that they don't want the truth to be known. If you're sick of the staged tears and fake apologies, subscribe. In this game of DNA betrayal and reality TV, someone is always lying, and the truth is always revealed. This is Holly. Expose it. Trust me, you won't want to miss what spills next. Stay tuned. Only a click away. We're just starting up, head.